Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. At the Ravens' 11-yard line. Now Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle they go. McKenzie. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, the Rams had 5 and 6 to start play.
And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 36, Rodgers.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
That one complete to Skoranek. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Boy, as we look down on the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Akers. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 39, Rodgers.
A quick pass to Kupp.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Rodgers now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 14, Rams 7. Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he goes out right around the 39. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Taken from about the 12.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 21, Rams 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Isabella now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. and that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. 50 yards.
And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Ravens 28, Rams 7. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Isabella now from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Isabella not going to risk a return here. They'll start at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised